Hello, good evening. So tonight I'm going to examine your scalp and your hair and do some treatment that could help you fall asleep. We will find out if there is any tension that your scalp, your skin is holding on to, and we are also going to figure out what's the reason that you've been feeling so exhausted lately. Okay? Because a good relax is really needed, and as you've mentioned, you feel kinda itchiness. Yeah, I can imagine that this makes it hard to fall asleep. Maybe you've been just overstimulated. That's fine. You can relax, slow down here. That's fine. So I will start from the very start. We'll do some sort of mapping, scalp mapping. The upper part of your scalp seems pretty clean. And your hair also feels quite soft. I can see some parts that are dry. And I believe these parts are making you itchy. What is your usual hair care routine? That's fine, you can do a lot, and that can also bring you some specific relaxation. And you can also choose to do really a little, just washing your hair. And that's it. So that not to bring a lot of tasks for yourself, especially when you are tired. Okay. Let me also check here. But your hair looks pretty healthy. The only thing I would be worried is that your scalp is kind of mixed. It has a lot of oils, but also it has some dryness. So you have to really watch out for the natural, maybe even organic shampoo, conditioner, especially shampoo, because this is what goes with your scalp. And you have really long hair. But the ends, they are kinda dry. I will check the porosity of your hair. This will help to understand more what kind of hair care you do need. Yeah, we'll use just different ingredients today to mark your scalp, let's call it like that, because I really need to test is there any reaction to your skin on a cellular level. Yeah, and you see your ends are pretty dry. Okay. Just so stretching. Sure, you can relax. You can just dream or fall fall asleep, that's fine. So the roots are quite active. And this is what could be seen by just an eye. We'll check if you have any allergic reactions. And I can see that the skin is pretty stable, does not have any discoloration, but I see the signs of dehydration. So it's really important to have enough water during the day, not at night, but during the day, the simple water, so that you could fall asleep and maintain good quality of your sleep to make your body really rest. Okay. Yes, sure, if you want, you can tell me what was bothering you lately. Usually people are not coming here for the treatment. They just want to feel heard. for a few moments, I will put some extracts on your scalp, and then I'm going to check, okay? Maybe I would also work. Okay, here you said it's more sensitive. So this is the area that we are interested today to check. I'm going to prepare my glasses. Magnifying ones. I believe I will use these. Okay. Let's begin with this one first. Yes, so again I can see that this is the problem of self-love, because there is a real lack of water. The hair itself looks hydrated enough, but maybe that's your old habit not to give yourself enough healthy attention. Your hair in general are pretty thick. And I really don't think that it lacks any kind of minerals. But it's more like a positive attitude, you know, some sleep. Some really good relaxation. Meaning that you should not get overstimulated again. When your body feels that it needs to relax, you should allow it. You know, everything can wait. Okay. I want it to get really wet for the porosity test. even externally when your scalp and your hair get some water. It really looks better. Okay. It's a bit cold, yeah. Well, let me put some foam. It's a herbal foam. Yeah, you can already feel the smell, the scent of it. I'm going to pour here, okay, on my palm. Yeah, I like the sound of it. Going to massage it. As you see, I do not work with the hair on your crown, mostly the ends, the middle part of the hair length. Now again. I'm going to check, is there any changes? And I can see that where the foam dissolves, it has some changes in the structure of the hair. I'm definitely going to measure that. Centimeters, so at this side it's almost 5 centimeters from the center. and here it's 4, equally 4, or I would say 3.9. Okay. Here it shows also over 6. You know, on the other part of the street, there is a woman. I think she is called Sleepy Lady by the neighbors and the locals, because she's really making very, very effective extracts which you could use for the sleep. You just pour it in the water, let it dissolve, mix it. And then drink during the day. I know that she is making very specific recipes for person, taking into account its needs, if the body lacks something for a very good quality sleep. It's kind of natural medicine which works on a cellular level and helps your system adapt to stress. But people call it vibrational medicine because it changes the frequency. It helps your body to understand and to adapt, maintain the frequency that is needed to harmonize your system. I do believe that you could go to her, if not today. You can just reach out to her even during the weekend. And she will definitely pour into the mixture something that will help you to get more hydration. Okay. So now you can go to sleep. I will text you the protocol and all the suggestions for the bettering of your sleep by email. Okay? Now you can rest.